Wild boars, warthogs, and wild pigs are all dangerous and unpredictable animals. Of course, there are many predators that hunt them. But no hunt is guaranteed when the target is any of the animals mentioned. If you want to see some unbelievably aggressive porky pigs, this is it. So let's get started. It's a known fact that leopards love to hunt and eat warthogs, but as you can see in our thumbnail, taking one down is not a walk in the park. It's more like a stroll in hell. Warthogs, particularly in Africa, are not top predators. Even so, they can be quite dangerous and could endanger a large cat such as a leopard. Adult warthogs, like boar in North America, have large tusks and are extremely strong. A hungry leopard has spotted a warthog on the African plains in this video. The leopard ambushes the warthog and attacks it, but the warthog puts up a fight and manages to escape. The leopard chases and catches the warthog one more time, but the warthog fights back and escapes again, this time running into a waterhole in a desperate bid to lose the leopard. The warthog enters the water, and this is where the leopard stops chasing the animal. The warthog retreats and exits the waterhole when a small crocodile emerges. Many leopards have been discovered with severe gashes from warthogs, and only the larger male leopards will attempt to attack an adult warthog due to the dangers involved. Warthogs are tough cookies, and they aren't simple prey to kill, as you can see in this video, when a few warthogs chase and run a leopard over. Apparently, the big cat died because of his injuries later in the day. It's the first time I see 3 warthogs go nuclear on such a lethal predator as the leopard and eventually take it to the cleaners. Here is a video I thought I would never see. This small warthog charges into this lion repeatedly until the lion gives up. Now isn't that something? Why would the big cat give up on such an easy kill? I guess the warthog hadn't showered in weeks and the stench was too much for the big cat. Or the big cat's tummy was full and it just didn't feel like exerting itself for something it wasn't going to eat anyhow. After grabbing a small piglet on the run, a leopard is chased by the piglet's mom, so the big cat drops the piglet and runs for daylight. However, the piglet is already dead, and once the dust settles, the leopard can be seen returning to the battlefield to pick up the dead piglet. I never thought I would see such an attack, but 3 wild boars have totally mangled and massacred a leopard in the middle of the road. As vehicles approach, the wild boars can be seen pouncing on the dead cats. Wildlife enthusiasts were stunned to watch such a spectacle, because they expected it to be the other way around. But life in the bush is difficult even for predators such as the leopard. The young female leopard in this video is quickly testing her limits as she hones her stalking skills. Here she is interacting with an enormous male warthog close to a burrow where she caught a baby earlier. But killing a large male warthog will be an entirely different game for the big cat, compared to killing a young and defenseless piglet. Cheetahs are known for their speed, but when this cheetah runs too fast, he overruns the warthog he's chasing, giving his prey a chance to turn the tables on the cat so it can charge into him. In a sudden turn of events, the hunter becomes the hunted. It looks like these 2 warthogs want their waterhole back, but when the cheetahs ignore their presence, one of the warthogs charges into a cheetah and sends them all running, after which the warthogs drink some water without the cheetahs bothering them. An adult warthog runs for its life with the hungry lion in hot pursuit in this video. Warthogs are much faster than they look, and it looks like they have a lot of stamina as well, because this warthog not only outruns the lioness, but he also tires the feline out, forcing her to abandon the chase. In this video, a lion pride sets up an ambush for an approaching pair of warthogs, but somehow, the warthogs run like the wind and manage to escape from the claws of the lions. Once again, the chubby warthogs show off their deceptive speed to all. A warthog may be seen standing his ground in this video when a hyena approaches. The hyena does not attack, and neither does the warthog. They just stand there watching each other until the scavenger decides to leave, figuring taking the warthog on may be too much trouble. While warthogs are frequently preyed upon by hyenas, they are rarely targeted. Adult warthogs are usually out of reach for hunters, but they'd likely kill a baby if given the chance. Warthogs are occasionally killed by lions, and cheetahs are known to attack warthogs for no apparent reason. In this video, this hyena searches for some goodies and it thinks it may have found some in the likes of 3 warthog piglets. But what the hyena doesn't expect is for Mama Warthog to charge and drive it back. Mama is aggressive and doesn't hesitate 1 second to defy the hyena. But hyenas don't give up so easily, especially when it concerns potential food. Crocodiles are famous for snatching animals when they come to drink at waterholes. The reptiles remain underwater and stalk their prey until they're close enough to strike. But in this video, the warthog's instincts kick in just in time, and he manages to avoid being snatched by the zooming crocodile. The warthog in this video displays great footwork, and after pulling a few nifty moves, he tells the crocodile better luck next time. Crocodiles are apex predators, and besides lions, hippos, and elephants, they don't have much competition in the bush. They are opportunistic predators, so they will take down whatever is on the menu and at whatever time. A crocodile can easily snatch an adult warthog and kill it. But in our video, this smaller crocodile is a little ambitious when he explodes out of the water and tries to snatch a small piglet. Both warthog parents react aggressively and charge the reptile. The crocodile remains immobile for a short while, probably thinking about what to do next. The warthogs leave the crocodile alone and mind their own business. The man filming this video spotted this leopard across a pond and watched it walk behind a bush, only to be chased by a wild boar. The leopard climbed a tree to avoid the boar, and once the boar got lost, the big cat jumped down, carrying on with its walk along the edge of the pond. This leopard was also chased by a sandbar deer, so it's safe to say that he wasn't having a good day at the office. When a leopard comes out of the brush to try and grab a small warthog piglet, the entire warthog family, including aunts and uncles, chase the big cats, but the leopard is so quick and agile, he still manages to grab one piglet, after which he climbs the closest tree to safety to enjoy his meal. The warthog family tried its best, but to no avail. In this video, a large male warthog is seen killing and eating a newborn Thompson's gazelle. This behavior had never been reported prior to its discovery in 2012. Experts believe the behavior is uncommon because warthogs are not very good at subduing prey, and thus appear to be able to kill fawns only within the first hour or two of birth. They've seen a few cases of warthogs attacking older fawns, and even fawns as young as a few hours old are much better at recovering from the warthog's headbutts and fleeing to safety. The mother's reaction to the warthog also suggests that this is an uncommon behavior. Female gazelles respond to fawn predators with vigilance and aggressive attack for smaller predators that do not pose a threat to the mother. This female does not appear to regard the warthog as a threat. Experts believe that people can witness multiple instances of this predatory behavior because they are actively looking for female gazelles giving birth, and the density of warthogs is very high at this field site while conducting this study. If you thought warthogs were peaceful, here's a look at a couple of warthogs destroying a small gazelle fawn. And once they have killed the fawn, they imitate the carnivores and eat the animal. When these hyenas try to find a way of getting at a warthog in its enclosure, they don't need to do much because the warthog is so excited to get to the hyenas. He finds a way out of his enclosure to confront them. I guess this warthog did not read the entire hyena playbook, or he skipped chapter 3, how hyenas eat warthogs alive, and finds out soon enough that these scavengers have a great offense. These hyenas surround a mother warthog and her two youngsters. At first, the mother warthog can hold off the scavengers, but when they assault one of the youngsters all at once, it becomes overwhelming and there is nothing the warthog can do to prevent this from happening. It's a numbers game, and the mother warthog is simply outnumbered. This young leopard is wrestling with this warthog, and it's having all the trouble in the world taking the warthog down. This looks more like a Greco-Roman wrestling bout if you ask me, but even after the leopard rips off flesh from the warthog's neck, the animal still manages to fend off the big cat to escape. Warthogs are robust and thick-skinned and have an extremely high pain threshold, but with such a nasty injury, infection could settle in, and it could spell trouble for the warthog. This young male cheetah decided to target a robust warthog and went on the chase. But as the warthog was trying to escape, running away from the cheetah, he realized he was bigger and tougher than the big cat, so he turned around and started chasing the cheetah. The cheetah didn't confront the warthog head-on, but instead ran away. Once it stopped, it stood there looking at its prey, stupefied, wondering what had just happened. Imagine getting ready to eat your dinner, and your food jumps right in front of your face to attack you. I'm sure that would startle anyone. Watch what happens to a cheetah when it tries to snatch a young warthog. As soon as the cheetah outruns the warthog and misses him, the warthog takes control of the situation and decides to charge the cheetah. But the cheetah, being the predator that it is, returns the favor and chases the warthog, only to take it down a few hundred yards later. On one of his safaris in Africa, a wildlife enthusiast chanced upon these two bull warthogs fighting it out. Both bloodied and looking tired, they had been fighting for a long time. As he watched them, they continued fighting until they disappeared into the thick brush, so he never saw how it all ended. It looks like this small dog took on more than it could chew when it tried to tackle a wild boar. In these clips, we see many dogs running and chasing wild boars, but taking them down is no picnic, as the dogs quickly find out. For their size though, I must admit that these mutts are ballsy. Boars are extremely dangerous and they can kill a dog. Of course, it all depends on the dog breed and how many dogs are attacking the boar, but one-on-one, I'm not sure I would put my money on the dog. This video demonstrates the capacity and strength a wild pig has during a fight. This dog is overwhelmed by this pig's constant charging, but the hog doesn't stop going at the dog. Dog tries to defend itself by biting the pig, but the pig is relentless until he pushes the dog into a water hole. If there is one crazy animal that can challenge a pig, it's a ram. These animals love to butt heads and will stop at nothing until they get some action. You can see the ram in this video is just looking for trouble, and even the keeper yells at the ram, telling him to behave. I'm not sure the message gets through though, because rams are as stubborn as a goat. Wild boar, wild hog, razorback, piney woods rooter, and Russian or Eurasian boar are all common names for feral swine. Whatever name they go by, they are an invasive, dangerous species. A wild boar battles a sow on the side of a hill. They go head to head, and the sow isn't taking any crap from the boar, as it sends the animal packing. A huge wild boar is cornered in a swamp by a few dogs barking at the animal. But when the entire cavalry arrives, and by this I mean at least 20 or 30 dogs swarming the boar to bite it everywhere and anywhere, they poke holes into its body, ripping out flesh. It's only a matter of time before they kill it. Wild pigs are destructive pests, with voracious appetites for a wide range of plants and other animals, so they're considered pests in many parts of the world, making it legal to hunt them in most states with no official laws protecting them. They compete for food with both wildlife and farm animals and will kill and eat both. When wild pigs root through the soil in search of food, they disturb native vegetation and dig up grazing land for livestock. They can cause extensive damage to home lawns and gardens when they enter urban areas. Warthogs can be surprisingly aggressive and will fight with vicious zeal if predators stray too close. There are records of cheetahs and leopards succumbing to the sharp tusks of a warthog on the offensive. And you can see an example of a warthog attacking a cheetah in this video. The cheetah gets away unscathed, but he was the predator to begin with, so it's safe to say that the hunt was a total failure. When some dogs attack a few wild boars, one dog latches onto one of the boars and bites it, while the second boar tries to help his friend, but it's not convincing. Another dog attacks the second boar, and this is when the video ends, so we don't see the outcome. When a leopard runs straight for a warthog, it is flanked by another warthog that slams the leopard into the ground. A third warthog joins the chase as the three amigos run the leopard off. The warthogs in this video have a hard time defending their piglet from these two hungry wild dogs. The wild dogs are not overly aggressive and eventually lose interest in the piglets, or simply are not interested in fighting the adults. After all, there are only two of them. If the entire pack had been there, the outcome could have been different. Two warthog boys fought for more than an hour before spectators let them cool off in the water. The tusks of both animals clashed violently, and both animals were bleeding profusely, but neither gave up. In this video, a ferocious roar from a Russian boar pierced the night air like thunder. Soon after, the boar was seen chasing a black bear. This is a tale of dominance asserted by the boar, a sure sign that the beast wanted to fight for the title of king of the jungle in the oak woodlands of the southern Sierra Nevada mountains. A wild boar mother spots an enterprising python, thinking of snatching her piglet, so she follows the snake and steps on it, trying to bite it in the process, which forces the snake to abdicate and slither out of there as fast as it can. As much as pythons can ambush and kill large pigs, it seems like this wild boar isn't one of them, and I'm sure the boar was even more aggressive than usual because it was protecting its offspring. When a python trespasses into wild boar territory and crashes a wild boar picnic, the snake is in for a ride, but not the kind of ride you take at an amusement park. It's more like the ride you take on your way to meet the Grim Reaper. A wild boar has just killed a spotted deer and can be seen trying to flip the animal over, probably looking for the best place where to begin eating and slicing the animal open. Surprisingly enough, the wild boar can be seen walking away from the kill site. Perhaps it's temporary, or maybe he's gone to gather some wood so he can roast the deer. Rhinos are usually calm unless provoked, and I'm not sure what these warthogs are up to, but they appear to be bothering this rhino. After staring at the warthogs for a few moments, the rhino decides it's time to teach these guys a lesson and launches one of them into space. Well, not quite space, but quite high nonetheless. Something was bound to happen, as I had predicted. I suppose some creatures must learn the hard way every now and then. Zebras can kick with about 3,000 pounds of force. Between the well-known force behind the kick of a red kangaroo and a giraffe, you might be surprised to read that the zebra beats them both. When threatened, an adult zebra can kill a fully grown male lion with a single blow to the body. So imagine how this small piglet feels after being kicked by the zebra in this video. The poor animal is out cold and could eventually die after this knockout. In this video, a bear goes hunting for some wild boar, and even though bears are fast and deadly, it seems like the boars manage to elude the predator and find a good hiding place. A grizzly could be killed by a large boar, but it is not the norm. A bear is far more agile and well equipped to kill a hog than the other way around. A large hog lacks the stamina to fight for long periods of time, and the bear knows where to bite to kill. We've seen in previous videos that warthogs can eat meat, so I'm not entirely surprised to see this warthog massacre and eat this monkey. I don't know what it is with these warthogs, but sometimes they will look like the most vicious predators, attacking leopards and lions, and other times they will be unable to defend themselves against a few wild dogs. The wild boar is an omnivore, feeding on just about anything edible. Its main diet consists of roots, fallen fruits, nuts, and acorns. The boar also feeds on small animals and carrion, as you can see the wild boar in this video doing. Sometimes animals are killed, and predators do not eat the entire carcass, and other times animals may die of natural causes, and the boars find them along the way. I must admit that wild boars and warthogs are extremely dangerous, and I wouldn't be thrilled if I came face to face with one, even though it would be better than coming face to face with a lion. They don't have it easy and are picked on by predators and humans, but they are resilient and fight back with surprising verve. My favorite has to be the warthog mothers protecting their young against all sorts of animals. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.